So this is the one for the solos. So this is the very first solo. So the very first thing is I was sure by now, and you're gonna go I with your right. You're gonna put your thumb over your right eye. I was sure. You're gonna step with your left leg. I was sure by now. So it's gonna look like I was sure by now. And then you're gonna point up. God with your right hand. God, you would have reached down, come down with your right again, and wiped our tears away. With your left, you're going to go to the left like this, and then to the right with this, just like that. Okay, so put those together. I was sure by now, God, you would have reached down and wiped our tears away. Just like that. Okay, so the next portion is stepped in and saved the day. So you're going to go with your left foot, you're going to go stepped in, and then it's saved the day. So when you put that together, now that was your left arm going on top of your right over, and you're going to turn towards your right side. So it's going to look like stepped in and saved the day, just like that, okay? So, stepped in and saved the day, okay? So the next little portion is, but once again, I say amen. So, you're here. So, from save the day, and then, and once again, and then it's I say amen. Just like that. You're going to extend your arms out like that. So putting that together, it's going to go stepped in and saved the day. But once again, I say amen. Just like that, okay? And then the next thing is that it's still raining. So you're going to start over to your right. And you're going to go down just like that. So it's still raining. So you're going to go from top right to bottom left. And when you do that, you're going to do like these little spirit finger things. It's still raining. The next part is as the thunder rolls. You're going to make pointer fingers with your hands right here. And then it's going to go, let's see, it's going to go, and as the thunder rolls, just like that. Let me try to slow it down. As the thunder rolls. So you're going to start with your right, as the thunder, and then turn. Don't forget, your left is put at an angle, and you're going to turn towards your right and do rolls, just like that, right here by your ear. So putting all that together, it's going to go stepped in and saved the day. But once again, I say amen. And it's still raining. And then, and as the thunder rolls, just like that. The next part is I barely hear your whisper through the rain. Okay, so as the thunder rolls, with your same hand, with your left, you're going to go, I barely hear, and you're going to kind of like emphasize your ear when you do that. So, I barely hear, turn towards your left, I barely hear. Then with your right, you're going to go to the right side. And you're going to put your hand kind of like this, kind of look like this, right here on your chin. And then you're going to go whisper, just like that, like speech top. Your whisper through the rain. And once again, you already know rain. Top right, go down to bottom left, and don't forget your spirit fingers. So putting that together, it's going to go, as the thunder rolls, I barely hear your whisper through the rain. Okay? And then whisper through the rain. through the rain. The next thing is I'm with you. You're going to act like you're gathering something up down at the bottom, and you're going to kind of like cup your hand like that, like put your hands together, and you're going to go, like I said, you're gathering something on the ground. So I'm with you. And then just open up your hands, okay? And then this next portion is, and as your mercy falls. Now, this is the opposite of rain, okay? So you're going to start from the top left and go down to your bottom right. And this time, it's going to be like 3 waves. Think of it as like waves. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, okay? So you're going to start up here, and as your mercy falls. Now, when falls, you're gonna kind of like go down with it, okay? So, and as your mercy falls, just like that. Remember, top left to bottom right on mercy falls. Okay, and then the next little part is I raise my hands in praise. So with that is, let's see, and as your mercy falls, you're gonna like push your hands down like this. You're gonna go, I raise my hands. So it's going to be like you're lifting something, okay? So it's, I raise my hands. And also with I raise, it's like you're going to push down, okay? So it's going to go, I raise my hands, just like that. And you're going to go and praise the God. That's praise the God. And with that, you're going to go, I raise my hands with your right. It's going to stay. Let's see, your right is going to be right here. Let me pull this back up. Your right's going to be here. Your left's going to be here. Your left's going to go up. Your right's going to go down. So, praise, just like that. Left up, right down. Okay, let's do that one again. And as your mercy falls, I raise my hands and praise the God. Now for this next part, you're going to kind of do like a thumbs up, but you're going to hold your thumbs down, just like that. And you're going to go, who gives? You're going to step with your left foot. So, who gives? And I kind of put like a little bend into it, so it's going to go, who gives? Just like that. Let's see. Praise to God who gives, and then takes away is just like this. It takes away, and that's when you're going to step back, and your feet are going to be lined up with your shoulders. Now with that, when I do that, my right is on top of my left when I go takes away. Right on top of your left. So putting that together, it'll go, the God who gives and takes away. Just like that. Okay, now we're going to put that little snippet together, all together. So it's going to go from the beginning. Let's see, I was sure by now, God, you would have reached down and wiped our tears away, stepped in and saved the day. But once again, I say amen, and it's still raining. As the thunder rolls, I barely hear your whisper through the rain. I'm with you. And then, and as your mercy falls, I raise my hands in praise to God who gives and takes away. Okay, that's solo number 1. All right, so now let's go to solo number 2. Okay, so with solo number 2, it's got a lot of the same things. So it'll be I with your right hand and with your thumb, put it over your right eye. Remember when. So it's going to go I, let's see, it's going to, okay, so it's it's going to be kind of like and then you're going to go ahead and step on remember. It's going to go, I remember when, just like that. And you're going to connect your two thumbs. Okay? So when you start taking your step, your hand should be starting to go into that position. So it's going to go, I remember when, just like that. And then stumbled in the wind, you're going to start from the top left up here. And you're going to kind of make like it's kind of like a weird S. Think of it like a snake. Top left, and you're going to go just like this with your hands. And then you're going to you're going to end at the bottom right. So start at the top left, end to the bottom right. And you're going to kind of like put your body into it and you're going to move. And this is stumbled in the wind. So it's going to go stumbled in the wind. Just like that. I kind of put like a bend in my knees and I sway better with my bend. So stumbled in the wind. Just like that. And this next little portion is, you heard my cry. So after you go stumbled in the wind, you heard my cry. Your left hand, you're going to come up and go to your left side. You heard my cry. You heard, you heard, and then my cry. With your right, you're going to go cry on both sides. So right with your right hand, left with your left hand. So you heard my cry, and the next little part is you raised me up again. So heard my cry. You, once again, with your hands, you're going to push down like I'm raising myself up. But you're going to kind of keep doing it. So, and you raise me up again. Now your left hand is going to be straight like this, like a flat. Your right hand is going to be the complete opposite. It's going to be straight up and down. And you're going to connect them just like that, like a timeout thing, like pause. Okay, so let's put that so far together. So it's, I remember when I stumbled in the wind. You heard my cry. You raised me up again. Just like that, okay? Next little thing is, my strength is almost gone. So you're going to go, you're going to kind of like do this. My strength. And then that's when you know, this is all big, powerful, mighty. My strength. And then after that, you're going to kind of like open up your hands. And you're going to go, is almost gone. Just like that. So my strength is almost gone. With your left hand, you're going to do, how can I carry on? Your left is going to go, how can I? And then that's when you're going to add your right. Let's see. How can I? Put your right into it. And you're going to go, carry. Just like that. And then you're going to swing it all the way around. On. Okay? So, with your left, how can I? Add in your right. Carry. Now, your elbows should be still tucked in, okay? How can I? Carry. And now swing all the way around and fully extend. On. Okay? And then the next part is, if I can't find you, okay? How can I carry on? It's with your left hand, okay? So you're going to go, carry on. Your right hand's going to be down by your side. Your left hand's going to be pointing like at you. Flat hand. And then can't find you, you're going to go, can't. You're going to like kneel down, point down at the ground with your left hand, your right still on your side. Can't. And then you're going to go, find you. You're going to go all the way around and point upwards with your left hand. Okay, so let's put that little bit together. So let's go. You heard me cry. Wait. Skip that. I'm sorry. You heard me cry. You raised me up again. My strength is almost gone. That should be 3 times. Is almost gone. And then how can I carry on if I can't find you? Okay? And as the thunder rolls, like I said before, with the very first one, with your right hand, you're going to circle your ear. Then the left hand, you're going to circle your ear. It's going to start with the right and then left, go right again, then you're going to go into your next thing. And as the thunder, I'm still messing up, I'm sorry. As the thunder rolls, so it's a little faster. It's hard to do it slowing it down. As the thunder rolls, just like that, with your left, you're going to come over at an angle and do rolls just like that. I'm sorry, this is your right. You're going to turn over toward your right with your left hand. You're going to do rolls, but you're going to like point your body toward your right. Okay? So, let's see, as the thunder rolls, I barely hear you whisper through the rain. Okay. That one's going to be, like I said, the same thing. As the thunder rolls, I barely hear. Left hand, bring it to your left side. I barely hear. Your whisper with your right hand. You're going to turn back around. Cuff your hand like that. Put it on your chin. Whisper. Just like that. Whisper. And that's going out to your right. And then let me fully extend this. Okay. Let's see. I barely hear your whisper through the rain. Top right, bottom left, spirit fingers. Rain. Okay? And then I'm with you. Gather up all your stuff. Come up. So I'm with you. Okay. And as your mercy falls, top left to bottom right. And that's your 3 waves. And as your mercy falls, I raise my hands. Raise yourself up, like pushing. And then raise your hands up. So I raise my hands and praise. Right hand comes down, left hand goes up. Praise the God who gives. Thumbs up, tuck in your thumbs. Thumbs up, tuck in your thumbs, just like that. Praise the God who gives. This is gives, okay? So it's going to go praise the God who gives and then takes away. That's when you're going to step back. Step forward with your left foot on who gives, and then step back on takes away. Your right hand is on top of your left. Takes away. And your feet should be about shoulder length apart. Again. Okay. So let me start that one over, and I'll go over all of the second solo. So that's going to look like, I remember when I stumbled in the wind. You heard my cry. You raised me up again. My strength is almost gone. How can I carry on if I can't find you? Which that one's a little bit faster. I kind of took that one slow. If I can't find you, okay? That's how that one goes. So let me repeat that one. My strength is almost gone. How can I carry on if I can't find you? Okay? And then as the thunder rolls, I barely hear your whisper through the rain. I'm with you. And as your mercy falls, I raise my hands in praise to God who gives and takes away. Awesome. That's the second part, okay? Second solo. Okay. Now, we're down to our last solo, the third one, okay? So, Now this is also this is a solo, yes, but this is also the one that everybody is going to eventually join into, okay? So just take that as a note, okay? Not just a solo. This one is I lift my eyes unto the hills. Okay. I'm going to try to do it slowly. So you're going to go lift with both hands, but you're going to step forward as you do it. I lift, just like that. Step with your left foot first. I lift, and when you step, you're going to end up bringing up your right. I lift my eyes, your left hand, you're going to give me like a 2 into to your eyes, but you're going to look up and to your left. And it's going to go my eyes, just like that. You're still doing your 2, my eyes, unto the hills, okay? And you're going to look at that way too. I'm just looking at the camera to make sure that, you know, I'm in the camera. So your right for hills, your right is going to be at the bottom, and it's going to be, you know, flat-handed. Your left is going to be up at the top, so just like this. And the way I do to remember this is like the Thriller thing. Like for this whole shabam, it's going to be just like that. Okay, so putting that together, it's going to go, I lift my eyes unto the hills. Okay? Where does my help come from? You're going to put your right on top of your left, and you're going to go like this, and this is where you're going to end, okay? But while you're doing this is the whole hip movement thing. So you're going to do this slow and remember your hips. Now, when I do this, I start the whole, when I bring my hip around, I start to the right and I go forward. So I go counterclockwise. Okay, so it's going to go around just like this. And it should be like you settle into, I mean, you're not going to plop down, but you're going to settle into where you were. So, where does my help come from? Okay, just like that. And then, my help comes from the Lord. This is where your left leg is going to be angled, and I put my knee up, remember? Just like this. And, you know, this is how I look with my left. Right is straight. My help. Your right is on top of your left. Let's see. Help comes from my help. Let me make sure I'm doing. Where does my help come from? Okay. My help. Okay. Right on top, left on bottom. It's going to be on your leg. My help. Just like that. My help. Okay. Right, it's going to touch you. Left, it's going to be over your right. Just like that. My help. And then comes from the Lord. Just remember, we're doing the L with our left hand. Okay, so my help, turn into the L, comes from the Lord. Okay, speeding it up just a little bit. My help comes from the Lord. So, hands, my help, L, comes from L again, the Lord. Okay. The maker of heaven and earth. The Lord. Same hand. You're going to straighten it out just like this. You are going to turn forward, and that knee is going to go down. And you're going to go the maker. Just go forward. Maker. Okay? On your left side, left hand. The maker of heaven and earth. That is the whole butterfly thing that I was talking to you all about. The right is going to be over the left. And you're going to roll around and do this. Okay? Just, I mean, it's just like the whole butterfly, bird, eagle, whatever you were taught. I was taught butterfly. Except instead of just, you know, making the animal, you're just going to go like this. Okay, just gonna cross them. So it'll be right over left again. The maker. Oh, I'm sorry. This is of heaven. The maker of heaven and earth. Okay, earth, your left hand, the palm of your left hand facing down. And your right hand is going to go on top of it, just like this. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. So it's going to go of heaven and earth. Okay, now we're going to put that all together. So I lift my eyes unto the hills, and then where does my help come from? Me. My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. Okay, and don't forget, that's how your hands look. Just like this, like this. That is all of the solos, 1, 2, and 3, the tutorials.